thought process, the logic behind the question is when you learn to be more loyal to yourself than the people who come to get you to jump off. My stuff is saved and it's good. For the most part, it's all good, right? But
and why you may do certain gestures or say certain things. But
yeah.
No, I can't read your mind. So if you wanna spend time with
I'm able to go and afford this is positive, right? And it makes me better than you doing in life. Not saying they better than you, but they doing better than you doing in life. Then something is wrong. Children, to whatever age, they gonna put them in a circus to perform, and they have these chains on their feet. And when they take the chains off, the elephant doesn't even realize. And that was the statement made, but it can go deeper. Say you don't even know what type of women you like, what type of. Forget. Sometimes you kind of like we glorify celebrities or we put them in this realm where we think they can't die. And do that, and they don't understand the responsibilities that come with it. You know, you be like, when I get older, I'm gonna get me a house, I'm gonna get me a car. But you should better talk sense that you have to, a whole nother color has to move in and see potential in the area or see what the area could be and move somebody else out without the people. It's people hurting on both sides. Like I say, kids done lost they fathers on both sides. That's who my heart really be like that, and I respect it. She handled another one messed up. Even though I handled that one like man, I ain't go back and tell him that you told me this. Why you go back and handle it like that? But you know, I done said that. Well, what you mean like talk with people? Like I gotta have somebody with me? Cause it's like a billion podcasts and everything. What's going on, beautiful people? I'm back with a quick little video. Can y'all hear me? This might be kind of weird sometimes. Okay, I thought a bird was coming. Sorry. I got on here for a quick little video. Tomorrow will be a year of me starting my podcast. A year of me starting my podcast. I put a quick little video together, the journey from a year ago. So September 16th, 2020 is the day I started my podcast. For the people that's new to my podcast or just new to my YouTube, Facebook, anything like that, I started my podcast because my brother got diagnosed with cancer back in March 2020. And also my grandmother she was paralyzed. Let's say got paralyzed. She became ill and she was paralyzed also in 2020. And, you know, I found out the news while I was over there. I was in Afghanistan for a mission or whatever, and I found out a week before I left to Afghanistan that my brother had came down with cancer, got cancer or whatever. And then my grandmother, while I was down in Afghanistan, I found out that she was hospitalized. She went through a year of, I don't know why, it sounds weird. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But she went through just a year, about 2 years of trying to, well, I guess it's 20 years, so about 2 years trying to recover because she's back walking, but I think she's only been back walking for about 4 or 5 months, but not saying just back walking, like to God be the glory. I just want to get on here and give a quick little video. So there you go, excuse me. So I started my podcast, it's been a year. I have 14 episodes published on my podcast. When I started my podcast, that's gonna bother me. I don't know why it's biting like that, but I don't like it. Is that better? I think that's better. But when I started my podcast, I wanted to do 2 episodes a week. I wanted to do 2 episodes a week. I only got 14 episodes published, so that's about an average about 1 episode a month. Definitely not what I expected when I started my podcast, but with me only not being as consistent as I wanted to by no means, but with me only having 14 episodes published, with my latest episode being published today, I have over I think it's two to 3,000 monthly listeners, and I have over 625 downloads on my podcast. I have people who tell me they listen to me at work. I have people who tell me that they send it to their family. My podcast has been listened to in 6 of the 7 continents. 6 of the 7 continents, my podcast has been played. I have downloads in Africa. I have downloads in Asia. I have downloads all over the Pacific. I have downloads everywhere. I'm just coming on here for a quick little motivational video. Like I say, I got a little video before. I got a before y'all see this, y'all see the video of the progress that I have did, and just even the growth from the from the look in my face, from the hair, and even the background getting ready to change. I didn't even realize that it's already been a year. And the whole reason I started this podcast, my brother is still alive today. He has stage 4 cancer, so his cancer has got worse. He's down to one eye, but don't feel bad for me or my family. Like, he's still around, he's still moving. My grandmother is able to walk. She's not able to be 100% back like she was, but she's not paralyzed. She got her weight and stuff back. So, like I said, I'm just coming on here with quick motivation, let y'all know. When I started my podcast, I started from nothing, zero. I haven't made I haven't made any type of money off my podcast, but I have made what I set out to do was something that I want to do, something that somebody couldn't take away from me. And at the same time, I felt like I had a message or messages that people need to hear, and I have did that with just 14 episodes. I only have 6 episodes published on YouTube, but anywhere you can go download a podcast or anything like that, my podcast is available, and you have all 14 episodes, even the growth from the mic sound when I go back and listen to my podcast. Like, it's been so much growth in this year, and I'm just ready to be 10 times more consistent. If I could reach people, and I have reached these continents, and I have reached people, and people have shared my podcast, and I have that many downloads and that many listeners, with me being inconsistent, with me really just basically dropping a podcast a month. It sounds crazy when I say it, because that is not what I started to do, but life happens. I want y'all to know that you can be and do anything. I had doubters and naysayers. My girlfriend at the time didn't believe in my podcast. I'm 4 logos in. My first logo, I don't even know. It had probably somewhere else. My first logo was just uh OTUS, and I hurried up and got it shipped off. I got it printed on t-shirts. Then I just did the overthinking I did the overthinking understanding, and then this logo right here, I put myself on top of it. And then this logo was an accident. I got it sent out to a professional logo maker to get it digitized. I just wanted him to enhance this, kind of make the lettering all the same color, and he sent me back this, and I was like, you know what, I like it. It's different. So I'm 4 logos in from a year, and I just, anything that you want to be, I mean anything, and do it. I don't even want to make this video like, anything that you want to be, do it. And please believe that, like I say, one video, basically 14 episodes, basically one podcast episode a month, and I've been able to touch and reach the world. I've been able to touch and reach so many people, motivate. Since I started my podcast, just people in my life have started businesses. I had a friend that started their own kind of like podcast. I got a friend that started a t-shirt business. I got another friend, Wade, way, I'll be saying far, but I got all over the place that's done starting them a little podcast. And just from that, just from these small episodes, I feel like I wanted to go 10 times harder, and I wanted to be at a different place than I am now. But I'm a very grateful person. And I just sit there and I just look at it. Look at all the people that you done reach. Look at the people who support. Look at the people who done bought your merchandise in this year. Think about if you will start really applying pressure. And I know I said it back when I hit 200 downloads or 500 downloads, and when I got to really understand how podcasting works, that we don't get views, or we don't get just people clicking on it and listening. We get downloads. So you saving it to your device for whatever reason y'all want to hear my voice, I appreciate y'all. And to people who have people negative in the air, like I say, my own girlfriend at the time didn't believe in my podcast, and now I'm here, like I say, 2-3 thousand listeners a month. 2 to 3 thousand listeners a month. 2 to 3 thousand listeners a month. I left, and I was gonna let that one person stop me. I got all types of crazy feedback. People wanted my podcast to be what they wanted to be, but I opened myself up for that because I thought that I needed feedback. And at the end of the day, all I needed was confidence and self belief and faith. And that's what I done did. So I just, like I said, I want to come on here, not make the video long at all, but like I say, tomorrow will be a year of my podcast. I gotta work, so y'all get this video early. But I want to thank each and every person that's been rocking with me. I want to thank a special thank to everybody that doubted me. And I pray that this video motivates y'all. It's no love lost. People who said my podcast was boring, people who said I didn't have enough energy, it was monotone. I look up from a year now, and I'm like, look at where you at. Look at the people that you're gonna reach. I'm getting more to sounding like myself and talking like myself. Like I said, I got this background finna be totally different. And I just want to say, like, slow progress is still better than no progress. Because me dropping the episode a month when I want to drop two a week, when I want to drop two a week, and I'm dropping, that's 8 a month, I'm dropping one a month, and like I say, it's still better than nothing. I got merchandise, I got true friends and true believers, and it wasn't the people that I expected. Don't get bogged down and with yourself being so scared to fail that you don't try. Cause you go look up in a year and be like, dang, I'm still in the same spot. Be scared to try and do it scared. Be scared to fail and fail while you're doing it. I failed. I had a couple episodes I deleted. I had episodes that I lost the video for. I have episodes on my camera. I started with having a regular camera and it was just too much downloading and transferring here and making sure I got enough room on the disc. Now I got a web camera that I shoot my episodes on to make sure that I'm not missing people being able to see me and me being able to put my videos on YouTube and also being able to get the audio out there. So like I say, like I want start hungry, start with doubt. I don't if this ain't enough motivation for you, I don't know. Like, and I'm not even a big person on motivation. Like, if you are, this is for people who already been thinking about the push. It don't have to be a podcast. It could be working out. It could be quitting a job. It could be doing any and everything. I just want you to know that it is so possible. It is so possible. And like I say, shout out to my big brother. Big shout out to my big brother too. But shout out to my little brother. He's a fighter. He's still here. Shout out to my grandmother. She's a fighter. She's still here. Like I say, full recovery from where she was. She walking. She's not able to move her hands and stuff like she did. But look what was birthed out of that heartache. I gained weight. Mental health is real. I gained weight. I had a lot of situations like that. But look at it now. And like I say, I'm in 6 continents. Now, what's the seventh continent? Antarctica? Who I'm talking to number? But I think it's Antarctica. So if I think it's that. The, stop. Okay, look. All I'm saying is I'm in 6 or 7 continents. If the seventh one is Antarctica, then that's damn good because I don't think it's even that many people out there. But to where it is a lot of people at and where most people at, my podcast has been downloaded and listened to. So like I said, I want to shout out to the people who've been rocking with me since day one. Get my YouTube to 1,000 subscribers. I ain't making no type of money to my YouTube get to 1,000 subscribers. Get my YouTube to 1,000 subscribers. Y'all support me. Help me help you. I'm gonna continue busting out content, but subscribe to my YouTube page, share my videos. If my videos have been inspiring or my podcast has been inspiring you, let me know. And like I say, some people do. I get messages on all social media that I have, like, hey, I listened to your podcast. Your podcast was good. And like I get all types of messages, and like I say, the hate is mixed in that. You got people, a lot of people haven't started from the bottom or built something from the ground. So don't take things so personal. That's one thing that I learned throughout this journey. You can't take things too personal. You can't be taking things too personal. So at the end of the day, you gotta realize that sometimes people they they might take it out on you, but that's really how they feel about themselves. But that's it. Like I say, I'm excited. I'm happy. It is not what I want to be, but trust me, when my podcast hit 2 years, it's gonna be a totally different thing. But I'm grateful. Like I said, I'm grateful. I'm humble. Thank the Heavenly Father, to all God be the glory for these accomplishments that I have throughout this year. And like I said, go out there, be genuine to people, be real to yourself, and do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do.